G'day, Steve Roberts here from Taurus Trainer. How do we reduce stress in this crazy, crazy world? Fast pace, gadgets, fast car, everything's going up. People got lots of money. People are broke. People are poor. People are wealthy. People are healthy. All these things going on. As a health coach, as a fitness professional, I need to empower my clients and my followers with the right information. The big problem is we are stressed. We are putting on weight, we are eating the wrong foods, we're eating fast foods that help us put on more weight, and we're stressing even more. We're sending our body into overdrive, our body can't handle it. So all of a sudden, it starts to pack on the weight, pack on the worry, pack on the stress, and we get worse and worse and worse. I'm going to teach you today about 4 ways to reduce your stress, and I'm going to give you a bonus workout you can do in as little as 14 minutes. Or you could do a bit more if you've got more time. Anyway, let's slip straight into it. 1, you need to find out exactly what your cortisol levels are. This is a stress hormone inside your kidneys. It releases information into your body. It releases hormone into your body that helps you deal with stress. Now, of course, dealing with stress comes on many different layers and many different forms at many different intensities, but you need to be able to deal with it, and that is secreted naturally through your kidneys. But if you have high amounts of cortisol in your body, it usually means because you're unable to handle it. So what you do is you eat junk food, you don't exercise, you stress and stress even more, and it gets higher and higher. And that blocks out a lot of other healthy things for your body to deal with and to do. Go and get your levels, find out where you need to work to, or if you need to stay the same, at least you'll know where your cortisol levels are. That's the big number 1. The second thing is to find out ways to manage your stress. It could be sleeping. It could be reading. It could be listening to music. It could be doing heavy weights with loud music on. It could be listening to nice orchestra music. It could be listening to your favorite band. It could be singing. It could be running. It could be swimming, kayaking, sailing, surfing, rock climbing. It doesn't really matter as long as it's time you get to focus on you. And you get to let your heart rate come down, relax a little bit sometimes, or you get to work it really hard. You do it in your own way. It doesn't really matter. I would tend to look at stress management as a way of actually not pushing the body and not pushing the mind. Meditation is great. Yoga is good as well. So breathing, things like that. The third thing is to eat foods that minimize the inflammation inside your tummy. Things like eating low glycemic foods, breads, brown rices, things that are going to give you long lasting energy throughout the day, not this spiking type diet that comes with eating fast foods and junk food and processed foods. Another thing you need to do is stay away from alcohol, no more than 2 drinks a day, no more than 4 in one sitting. Come on guys, you know the recommendations. Stick with those, don't binge. Stay away from coffee. Stay away from lots of coffee. You know, coffee is good for you, but there is a little too much. You can have this blocks the secretion of this vital hormone in your body, but you really need to make sure you keep a cap on the caffeine you have. Also, have plenty of fiber, plenty of water. Stay away from sugary drinks, all those bad things we all know, and especially stay away from fatty foods and high sugar foods. The next thing we need to do is get regular exercise. Recommendations are 30 minutes of moderate to high intensity exercise every single day. And if you're stuck with what to do, I'm going to give you a workout that you can do in as little as 14 minutes a day involving 3 exercises. You can do this walking, running, jumping, jogging, hiking, sailing, skipping, doesn't really matter. Just choose it that you can do for 75 seconds hard with 60 seconds rest. It's called the Little Jabala method, and I call it little intervals because it is like little intervals of short bursts of high effort with bouts of doing completely nothing, complete rest. Dr. Martin Jabala from University of Canada and his team came up with this method that of course is there for people to use as a instant interval time method that they can work on. Anybody can set their clock and say 75 seconds time, I'm going to stop. Now the 3 exercises I've chosen here are going to work different parts of the body. Exercise A is a wall sprint, exercise B is combination 1, 2 with the bag, and exercise C is squat jumps. I'm working whole body all over with the wall squats, and then I'm working upper body with the combination 1, 2 in the bag, and then I'm working lower body on exercise C with the squat jumps. First we'll start out with the wall squats, which is whole body exercise. You'll be leaning up against a wall, running like mad for 75 seconds, full tilt, and then stop. Complete rest for 60 seconds. Go on to exercise B. This is your second exercise. Put your boxing gloves on and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 on the bag. Rest for 60 seconds after 75 seconds. Hard work. Then take your gloves off, get ready for squat jumps. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And do that for 35 seconds. Then rest for 60. That's 3 exercises. That's approximately 7 minutes done. If you've got time, repeat that again. That'll be 14 minutes. You've done that whole thing 2 rounds. If you've got more time, do it 3 rounds, do it 4 rounds. Now, my advice to you is, if you want to get your half hour's workout today, do the warm-up, do the exercise, do at least 3 rounds. That's over 20 minutes. If you've got more time, do 4 minutes. Now, have a rest off the next day, and then the next day you might do exactly the same thing using the same exercises I've given you. But then again, if you want to go for a bike ride, you could use the same method. Go flat out on the bike for 75 seconds at 90% of your maximal intensity. Then pull it right back to a very, very slow, wheels turning, almost snail's pace cycle, and get ready for that burst again. Remember, it's all out burst from the 0 seconds to 75 seconds. Do that as many times as you can, guys, because then you will really feel the benefits of that workout. You'll be shunting blood through all the peripheries in your body, getting the bloodstream going, pumping the heart, flushing out all those toxins, getting the body healthy, waking it up, getting oxygen. It's all good. So you can also do bike riding. You've already spoken about that. You can do some running, you can do some swimming, you can do this method with anything you want. The Jabala method is fantastic. So to wind it up, if you've got any questions, give me an email, give me a call, contact me on Facebook, make some comments, share it with your friends, post it on Twitter, anything you want to. I'm there for you to answer any questions you want about reducing stress, staying alive, staying on top of the ground level. And remember, if you're not chilled out, you're gonna cook in the boiling pot.